Coffee Bar Kearney is it's located on the western edge of the financial district. It's just as sort of downtown really starts to rise up the hill. The area is heavily trafficked by business people, but it also gets a fair share of tourists at times. I would say the main influence the immediate neighborhood had on the stretch was that the block feels like it's on a border. It's a stretch of the urban fabric that has fallen through the cracks. Kearney's a bustling retail stretch for several blocks, and then it dramatically drops to vacancy at our block. So one of our main goals was to give a splash of life in the middle of this blank block. So our client is part of this third wave of coffee, and the third wave of coffee, as with the push in restaurants for a few decades now at least, it's all about locality, organics, honesty, and ingredients. So wood is a very natural choice in restaurant spaces. In the midst of a very harsh urban block, we wanted to create this oasis, as I mentioned, and so we're trying to create an oasis, something that beckoned you to venture across the street. In sculpting the space, one of Coffee Bar's goals with the last couple of projects is to bring artisan coffee to fast-paced environments. It's an incredible challenge. How do you bring this time-taking process to an environment that is all about being on the go? So two decisions were made. One was to increase the number of baristas. So the more artists you throw at it, the more artwork you can produce. And the second fairly fundamental thing is to get the seating out of the way. There has been sort of a conscious choice when selecting spaces to find a size that works without having seating. The personal space, communal and public space is all defined by that big black frame, I would say. The scorched wood frame serves as the defining element for that. One of the tricks we employed was to make the frame more three-dimensional. So the lower part of the frame, which serves as the counter, we pushed out by about 8 feet. So as you walk into the space and approach the barista, you become part of the frame. You're immersed in it, and the bottom part of the frame then becomes very three-dimensional and turns into more of a communal table or a shared stage. We wanted to look and see what a black background would do. So there's black and steel countertops that really in many ways set off a lot of the nuances of the pastries they offer, and the brown of the coffee and the white of the milk, all sort of, it serves as a really nice backdrop for all of that. We want them to feel like they're having a very special moment, that when they get there it's a special occasion, and so that the user feels present there, that they feel like they're a part of the art. How do you do it so that it feels natural and that they feel comfortable and welcome there? So that's our goal, is to have people feel present and a part of something special, but also to feel natural in their environment.